So today I'm doing a little bit something different here, and I want to talk personal stuff. And one of those things is, I have been not doing a lot of videos lately. I've been slowing down a lot in life, and it's been really hard on me. And one of these conditions that's causing me problems is peripheral artery disease and neuropathy. Now, I've had this for probably 17 years, and I ended up collapsing many years ago and needing a stent in my legs. I developed blood clots, and I was on blood thinners, and of course, that throughout time was able to go away. However, the stent has been failing over the past 7 to 10 years, and I've developed even more of this closing of the arteries. I know that they say that it has to do with a lot of plaque, but I had changed my diet at one point. But it says it's the narrowing of the peripheral arteries that carry blood away from the heart to other parts of the bodies, and we're talking the extremities. And this has been causing me a lot of pain, literally debilitating pain. I've been doing videos over the years, review videos. I've done public service announcements. I've done public speaking. I've done a lot of things over the years in my career. Now, I'm in my late 50s, and I think it's something that we look at ourselves and we think, well, we're supposed to be able to retire or semi-retire and be able to enjoy our life. And this is something that really has hurt me, and I get tremendous swelling in the feet and the ankles, and almost to where I can't walk, and it hurts. Very, very painful. And I wanted to reach out because I wanted to talk to other people that may have this condition and see what their stories are. I have been unable to find the proper health care for many years now, and I've tried and tried and tried and tried, and it just goes nowhere. I have found that many doctors like to pump you full of drugs to the point to where you can't drive, to the point to where you can't think, to the point where you can't speak correctly. And I don't want to be dependent on drugs. If you don't take those drugs, the pain is so intense that you can't do anything. You can't think for yourself. You can't eat properly. There's so many things. Driving is difficult. Walking. You can't exercise anymore. So it has gotten worse over the last 7 years. I don't know where this is going to lead me. I've tried several doctors over the past few months, and they say they can't help me. Now, there was somebody who said they were going to replace a stent inside my leg. The problem is the insurance doesn't want to cover it. So it's a life-saving procedure, and they don't want to cover it. So I'm not sure what to do or what that means. Why is it that we have in this country the best healthcare and have had healthcare, and all of a sudden things don't get approved? So I'm concerned about that. I have noticed lately that my speech has been off. I forget things that I'm talking about. They were going to run a test to see if maybe I had a stroke, because I did have a mini stroke once before, and wanted to see if that was the reason of why there might have been some issues as well. But that's also another hurdle to overcome. It's like climbing up a mountain. You start climbing up the mountain, and then you fall right back down, and then you try to go again and again and again. And for the past 5 years, I have been attempting to find people to help me with this, even people to talk with. And so I'm reaching out across the internet and asking people, have you had peripheral artery disease? And well, I also have neuropathy. So has any of you had this condition? And is there anything that has brought you to a place of being stable and not any pain? Because, as I said, I ended up having so much pain that it has affected work It has affected my other YouTube channel. I've gone for several months without making videos, and then when I try to sit down and make a video, I fail. And I can't either get the words out or something. And then just the pain in the feet and the legs is so intense. I can't wear shoes right now. I can't think of shoes touching my feet. It's hard because, you know, generally us as humans, we're fighters and we fight to survive. We fight and we're strong. And I just thought that at the stage of being almost 60, that it would have been a little bit different and I wouldn't be living in pain 24/7. It's chronic pain. They want to always have me on something that's equivalent to morphine. And of course, I'm taking gabapentin for the neuropathy. My nerves have already been severed in my toes, so I can't feel my toes. And it's so debilitating that it's so hard to sometimes deal with day-to-day activities, with cleaning, with cooking, and doing anything, really. And if you don't take your medication, you're in pain constantly. If you do take your medication, you can't drive. You don't want to get out of bed. You want to just lay there and just not do anything. You don't care. And it's very, very difficult to be in that situation. Trust me. So when people see a few minutes of a video or some consulting or something that you do, then they think, oh, you're fine. You look fine. Everything's okay. It's not okay. And I think that a lot of people don't understand that I may do a video here for a few minutes, but then I have the rest of the day to contend with. And I have the trash to take out and the dishes to do and the floors to clean and vacuuming or, you know, going to the store. And it's like everything you do is painful. It's like somebody squeezing your legs and your feet so tight that they just don't let go. Or like a building laying on your legs and you reach for that pill because you want that relief. You want that pain to go away. But it's just covering it up. It's not fixing the problem. And for 7 years total, 5 years recently, but 7 years total, I have been fighting with the system. I've been trying to get somebody to listen. I've been trying to find, does anybody have any advice? Does anybody have this condition they go through that causes such a problem to where, like with me, going to the store is going to be a chore. It's going to be painful. By the time I'm in the store for 15 or 20 minutes, I got to sit down. I can't walk anymore. And this started maybe 5 years, 6 years ago to this extent, and now it's gotten worse. And over the last 2 years, it's gotten extremely worse. And it's hard to put yourself out there and be vulnerable. It's very difficult. But I wanted to ask if anyone's had the peripheral artery disease or the neuropathy, because a lot of people tell me that neuropathy isn't supposed to hurt. You just have some numbing pain and eventually it goes away and then you have no feeling at all. But with peripheral artery disease, the shrinkage of the arteries, narrowing of the arteries, with a lack of blood flow, your muscles can shut down in your legs, and it's so painful. And I want to know if anybody else has any ideas, if anybody wants to do a collab, if anybody wants to talk to me. My email should be underneath the video. My email, my contact information should be under the video. And I am trying to reach out because I really want to talk to somebody and find out if they've had this condition. This is not a way to live. It's very difficult to talk about this. It's cathartic, but it's very difficult. And, you know, being in the industry that I've been in, as a talent agent, as working in film and television in the 80s and 90s, and working for the studios, and being an author and an artist, sometimes even that, I'm unable to complete projects because I start a project and then I'm in so much pain that I can't finish a project. And when you are given projects, you have time frames, you have deadlines to meet. You have to get something done by a certain time. And you can't go around explaining to people, oh, you know what, I've got some pain today, so I really can't get into it. Oh my goodness, my hands aren't working right today. So, oh, my legs are hurting so bad that I can't finish my work for you. You end up losing contracts. You'll end up ruining business relationships, and you don't want to do that. I don't know if anyone has had these issues, if anyone's had this situation with work, with what's going on. But if you have, please reach out to me, and I will be more than happy to talk with anybody. And if anybody wants to do a collab or a live stream, let me know. We can set that up, because I really would love to get the word out there, and maybe there's some people that we can reach. Maybe we can all help each other in this. You know, I do not want this to take me down, and it's been something that has been hurting me so much through the years. It affects my everyday life. It affects everything that I do. Everything that I do, it affects everything. And the pain doesn't go away. Even with all the medication, it just dulls the pain. It's still there. You can feel it. You can feel it. It's still there. But you just want it to go away. Even for a minute, you want it to go away. So I had to get that off my chest. And I hope everyone's doing good. And that's where I've been for a while, everybody. I have been dealing with this condition and now wanting to reach out and see if anybody can help, see if anybody wants to talk. And again, my email should be in the description or in the about section. I will check as soon as I put this up and make sure it's there. And please don't hesitate to reach out. And I will try to do more videos. It's so hard. It's very difficult with what's going on. So again, I will finish with be kind to others, share a smile. You just might make someone's day. And boy, do I need that smile from someone right now. So I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend and a week ahead. And I will see you all in the next video.